What's up, Fantasy Balls team managers? We're back. We had a little hiatus. I was on a little bit of a vacation, but we're back. Back here, Colorado. Don't mind the air conditioning. It's hot as fuck here, so deal with it. Getting into these recaps again. We're getting down to it. We're going into week 15, which means we only have 3 weeks, 15, 16, 17 of regular season left. So we're really coming down to it. Lots of games, doing numbers. I don't know if that's the way to say it. Having a big impact on this playoff outcome. Alright, so we'll get into that. But we're going to start with the recap. Team Wallach coming back from a vengeance. Griff officially back in the United States. Don't remember if I said that in the last recap I did 2 weeks ago. Griff officially back in the U.S. Full week that he played this week, 402 points. Griff said, y'all were doing stuff without me. I'm back. I'm pushing. Griff's third in the Upstate Division. He can make a push for playoffs. So Griff's doing that. Gets the W over Johnny K. Juiced Balls goes down once again. John, who was so hopeful at the beginning of the season, fighting for his own playoff position, alright? He's in one right now, but he's fighting for it. Anyway, huge fucking week from John is Lucky. Not John. John didn't have a huge week. John lost. John is Lucky had the huge week. 501 points. 10 starters throwing games. Huge from Brochard, especially when you take into account his, oh fuck, how do I get to his team? I gotta read his fucking, injured list. A lot of us are struggling with injuries right now, but this is Brochard's injured list. Fernando Tatis Jr., Mookie Betts, Mike Trout, JT Realmuto, all on the injured list, and he still puts up a 501 spot. Yeah, so what? He got a cycle yesterday. Honestly, that wasn't even the biggest thing, cause what is it? Wyatt Langford, it only got 29 points. Like, that's a lot. Let's not get it twisted. But it's not like that's what made it. A huge fucking week. John is Lucky. John is Lucky. Lowest scoring day, 43 points. Jake, no shot. Didn't even get 300 points. No shot from Jake. 4-10. Falls to 4-10. Brochard moves to 11-3. Is Brochard the team to fear going into the playoffs? I don't know. Fat Boy Connor bitching that I haven't done the fucking recap yet. Mr. I've only ever watched one in my entire fucking fantasy career. Bitching that I haven't done it yet. Fat Boy Connor. Don't forget his name. He gets a W this week. I can't say anything about it. The Badussis came to play. They had a good week. But, it's like Connor, he finally deciding to play fucking 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks into the season. Gets another W. Still in 5th place in the Long Island Division. He has no shot. He might be out of the playoff race. I don't really know. We'll check in a second. The biggest part that upsets me is I had a single day, my team scored 124 points. Okay? What's his face? Gavin Stone threw a complete game shutout, got me 44 points, and I still lost this one. You hate to see it. I also have I'm not going to go through my injured list because I'm not making excuses. I got to hire a better, what's it called? Training staff. I need a better training staff. That's on me. Connor gets the W. Fat Boy Connor gets the W. He can gloat about it all he wants. He's not going anywhere. Okay. Balls and Wieners getting sucked on again. This time by Chumba once again. It happens. Chumba, tired of hearing it. Get a new joke. Whatever. Chumba, you got to beat him. He's got a point. He's won both matchups against you. You hate to see it from your perspective. Chumba still remains first place in the Upstate Division. Our shitty division is still kicking. But Eddie at 9-5, better record than Chumba, is third in the Long Island division. So, very interesting how things work out. I am pro switching up the divisions next season, potentially even for football season. I'm going to look into it and brainstorm some things of divisions, and I'm going to decide it on my own. So keep an eye out for that. Finally, this is an okay game matchup. Cameron takes down Corbin Burns, Blue Balls, and Alec. Fantastic name once again from Cameron, the Young Turks. I was a little disappointed with Cameron's name when he played me, mostly because when I looked up how many casualties the Yamamoto had, there were different accounts, and I found like 3 different numbers. So it wasn't even like he had the perfect number. Plus, I'm pretty sure I beat him. Or did I? I don't remember actually anymore. I don't remember. So Cameron's name, it wasn't a terrible name, not upset about it. I did beat him, just checked it. Did beat him. Wasn't a terrible name, I just thought it was a little inaccurate, could have done a little bit better. Young Turks, great name though. Looking forward, this week's game of the week, really the only one that I think deserves any traction in game of the week is myself and Eddie. Going back head-to-head once again, this could be a matchup for the first round of the playoffs as well. It's just going to be an interesting matchup, I think. Definitely no drama involved, nothing like that. 9-5 going up against 8-6, second place versus third place. I'm in second place, he's in third place, even though he has a better record. Don't look at me, get better runs scored, Eddie. And maybe you'll be in first place. That's the game of the week going into week 15. Quick playoffs update. We got 2 teams already clinched. John is lucky. Brochard, the potential team to fear. And Cameron Danucci in second place at 10-4 has also clinched. On top of that, we have 3 teams with a 99% chance to clinch. Myself, Chumba, and Eddie all have a 99% chance according to ESPN. None of the first round buys have been clinched as of yet. Nobody has clinched a first round buy. John is lucky, and Cameron still in the race. Technically, I think Eddie is as well. But Chumba and I tied for tied in record, but Chumba does have more points scored than me by about 200. So it's all coming down to that. The last playoff spot, pretty much. Technically nobody's been eliminated yet. A lot of things would have to happen for some of these other teams, but it looks like that final playoff spot is coming down to Team Wallach and Juiced Balls and Johnny, both at 6-8 right now. But is John just scored that many more points? John, again, only 200 behind. So it really depends. Right now, John does have the higher percent chance to make the playoffs. He's at 62%, while Griff is at 35%. But don't count him out. Griff is now back and looking to make a push into the playoffs. That's a recap. Fat Connor can suck a fat one. Get around his chubby little neck. And we will catch y'all next week with more baseball. I got to get back into the swing of things. That's a recap. Suck it, Fat Connor.